Whew. The craziest experience about week 3 that I've had is that I remember vividly being angry about a situation. And it talks about how to deal with your anger. It talks about how to listen to your anger. When you encounter certain emotions or when you encounter certain situations in your life, a lot of times anger speaks to us, and we just have suppressed that feeling for so long instead of addressing it in a healthy and respectful way. I know that's something I've dealt with in the past that has really kept me back. But it was very interesting because I was right and angry. I told this nigga. That was me. And the first day of week 3, the first line, of course, the title is Recovering a Sense of Power. But the first word of week 3 is anger. I can't make this up, y'all. I even wrote next to it, wow. Anger is fuel. We feel it and we want to do something, hit a wall, blah, blah, blah. Anger is meant to be listened to. Like I said, anger is a voice, a shout, a plea, a demand. Anger is meant to be respected. Why? Because anger is a map. And I was just tripped out because I promise you, I feel like Julia is watching me. Like, how in week 3 is it that I'm experiencing this emotion right now? So everything that I've been encountering up until this point, from week 1 to week 2, now going past week 3, we've developed the habit. Let's go. Is how I'm just I'm mind blown right now because it's addressing things as they are happening in my life. It's very spiritual, man. So I'm super grateful for the mentality and the mind frame to say, hey, I'm going to be consistently developing myself. I'm going to be consistently working out the things that need to be worked out so that I can be a better human being. Of course, this is a book that says a spiritual path to higher creativity, but it's a spiritual path in general. I've been, these past 3 weeks, I've been a better husband. I've been a better brother. I've been a better son. I've been a better minister. So it's been so helpful to unblock these things. And another thing that I've never done to this magnitude is speak how I feel in a respectful manner. When something happens to me, or when someone hurts my feelings, or when someone says something to me that I really don't agree with, instead of just pushing it off and just, forgiving them in my mind and just talking it through in my mind, I actually stopped and said, hey, this is what I felt. This is how I feel when you said this, because it's working out my own process. It's helping me get through my sense of identity. And that was something that I noticed that was very powerful, is that I took the time to communicate how I felt with someone. In a respectful way. It hasn't always been respectful. I don't mind telling people how I feel. But I was super aware of the anger that I felt. And I was aware enough to make a decision that didn't alter the relationship. And it didn't damage the relationship. So I'm super grateful for that. This week 3 was definitely a challenge. Sundays, I do notice that Sundays is a challenge for me, because I'm so busy on Sundays, multiple ministries and family outings and different things like that. So I'm going to do a better job at making sure that I commit to finishing that last day, because I do well 6 days out of 7. And then I'm kind of late on Sundays. And then I have the new thing called the Sunday offering, where I'm just curating vibes and just doing things like that. So I'm exercising and I'm stretching all of the opportunities that I am creating. I am utilizing my creative power to the max. I am super grateful for this book. I've been really telling everybody I know to please get the book. It is that good and it's that helpful. So here's a few videos of the recap of the video of the weekly journey. I'm sorry. Here is a recap of my week 3, recovering a sense of power. I hope you all enjoy. Peace. Julia, are you like watching me at this point? Because I honestly dealt with so much anger this week. And then the next chapter opens up talking about anger as we recover a sense of power. What is happening? This week may find you dealing with unaccustomed bursts of energy, which I had, and sharp peaks of anger, joy, and grief, which I have. You are coming into your power as the illusory hold of your previously accepted limits is shaken. You will be asked to consciously experiment with spiritual open-mindedness. Dude, the anger, the things that I've been dealing with certain people, the joy, I've been writing music again. It's been crazy. One of the things up here I like, it says, anger talks to you. You have to listen to anger. You know what I'm saying? For example, it says, I can't believe it. I had this idea for about 3 years ago and she's gone and written it. And then anger says to you, stop procrastinating. Ideas don't get opening nights. Finished plays do. Start writing. Or it's time to take your own ideas seriously enough to treat them well. Wow. Today is going to be fire. I'm loving it already. Julia, are you like watching me at this point? Because I honestly dealt with so much anger this week. And then the next chapter opens up talking about anger as we recover a sense of power. What is happening? This week may find you dealing with unaccustomed bursts of energy, which I had, and sharp peaks of anger, joy, and grief, which I have. You are coming into your power as the illusory hold of your previously accepted limits is shaken. You will be asked to consciously experiment with spiritual open-mindedness. Dude, the anger, the things that I've been dealing with certain people, the joy, I've been writing music again. It's been crazy. One of the things up here I like, it says, anger talks to you. You have to listen to anger. You know what I'm saying? For example, it says, I can't believe it. I had this idea for about 3 years ago and she's gone and written it. And then anger says to you, stop procrastinating. Ideas don't get opening nights. Finished plays do. Start writing. Or it's time to take your own ideas seriously enough to treat them well. Wow. Today is going to be fire. I'm loving it already. So this morning, I feel like I was really struggling with anxiety and just being anxious. I do believe that I am to be anxious for nothing, but here I am being anxious and thinking about a lot of different things that I have to do. A lot of good things, but the morning pages really was my therapy this morning versus my assignment or my task. The tasks were also fun. It made me think about my childhood rooms and describe my childhood rooms. I said, man, I used to have burgundy carpet and, bunk beds. And then I moved to the other room. I had green carpet, and made me like really tap into some things that I hadn't thought about in years. So today was all about slowing my mind down because I do have a lot of things to do. But this was really, really helpful to stop and think about, what matters to me first versus what I have to do. I think as creatives too, sometimes it's real easy to identify ourselves with what we do, and that's not who we are. And that's what I'm really enjoying about the pages as well. So y'all stay tapped in, man. Peace. Yo, I am at the crib today, as you all can see, background. But Today, if I'm being honest, I feel like I just got through today's pages because I have so much to do. It was a busy morning. Me and my bro Terrence, we had the rodeo show we had to do for the library. It was pretty fun. But today, I got through the pages and I worked through some of the tasks. And I kind of feel like this sense of like rushness because I feel like I got so much stuff on my mind to do, but I was able to slow down for a brief moment. So that was super helpful. Had an opportunity to talk about, those who nurture me, just different characteristics of different people, things to be mindful of moving forward in my life, what to be on the lookout for, just all types of stuff. So stay tuned because I got some great news ahead as well. I'm going to be doing some things differently. So just want to tap in and I get with y'all later. Peace.